matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2018 regular season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Let's go. Hey, alert. Behind.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Set up. 180. Blue. Alert. Behind.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
I want to highlight the back end of this defense and especially focus in on the safety duo of Jamal Adams and Marcus May. Adams, their 1st-round pick. May, their 2nd-round pick. And both had tremendous rookie seasons. Both can play free safety or strong safety. I call them mirrors. What one is doing, the other's doing the opposite.
third down. Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I have always wondered why your Mortal Kombat series is called Dab on These Haters. Do people not like you playing MK?
Spot on. How about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a guy who only became a starter relatively late in his career. It's the well-traveled veteran, Josh McCown.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
No, that's not the people don't you like me playing Mortal Kombat. That's just that there are people are going to hate no matter what.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I like that you call them out for it. I just be careful with it and still try to make it a positive stream even if those people.
He's got Curse. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From midfield, here's McCown. That's complete over
There are people that are going to have no matter what being tackled.
the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 59 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the running back, Powell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's McCown. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Danny Trevathan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
That is true, but this means we are coming in to fail. Trust me, I've been on TV a number of times, and the hate still comes sometimes.
Times last week they got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, McCown. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They
Did you
want to take a
memorize the
shot
playbook?
here, they can go ahead and do it.
I always just use suggested plays.
180! There we go. You see it? You see it? Alert, 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 alert! Behind!
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
180!
On second down, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards.
No, I just gotta go to a run or pass depending what I want to do.
You see it? Alert, 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 alert! Behind!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Man, I gotta learn how to do that. Passing is still hard.
180! There we go. You see it? You see it? Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They go play action. Trubisky looking for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take
Awesome.
another look at this potential touchdown.
Lol.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
How the hell did I miss that kick, lol?
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Yeah, get a little
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at about the 32. Shotgun here for McCown. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
McCown throwing on second. Dumps off to Powell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
I love how lively the crowd sounds.
McCown to throw on second down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Me too.
Now McCown. And this one is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. This is Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Let's go. 180. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it? Alert, 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 alert. Stay high,
Trubisky will throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 79 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Hey, go! 180! Hey, hang on, we got, you see it?
Play action. It's Trubisky. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first is McCown. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. That's caught right side by Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCown now on 1st down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. Plenty of scoring here already. And we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade. the Sports Fuel Company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
To throw is McCown. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's McCown. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now McCown. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On second down, here's Trubisky. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Right, 80. Blue. Hey, alert. Stay high. Alert. Stay high.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, it's McCown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run with Powell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. McCown looking to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Now Cohen. And now running right through it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is Howard on second down. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball, because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Let's go. We're on the ball after this. Set up. 180. We're go. Let's go. Stay high. Here we go, G. Get up the field.
On 4th down, it's Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's McCown. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Airing one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Get up! 180! There you go, we go. You see it? You see it? Alert, 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 alert! Put your head! Check, check,
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Fights off the defender. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
We got 3, we got 3. 180! Check, 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 check. Move, move. Alert, 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 alert. 10, under 10. Put your hand, Hunt.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago 1st down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
180! We go, let's go! Alert, 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 alert!
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Alert, 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 alert.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky, and the Bears will add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Parkey for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. And the Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. Golden Tate, 2 touchdown catches now in that first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. McCown. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, McCown looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. McCown now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun here for McCown. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, they'll throw with McCown. This is brought in by Pryor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll be a Jet first down. McCown on target to Pryor. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, McCown. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The final shot before half for McCown. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Jets on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing one deep for Curse. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started in the NFC. Seattle paying a visit to Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Matthew Stafford on target, repeatedly there. 5 touchdown passes. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And it's the visiting Washington Redskins who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes for the veteran Alex Smith. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Case Keenum's thrown 2 touchdown passes. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Powell. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
McCown to throw on second down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. McCown giving to Powell on the draw. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's McCown to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go with Howard again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
You see it? You see it?
They'll try to run for it with Howard. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They go again with Powell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd down and 12. Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. He's got Curse. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Powell. He stiff arms him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Four down. Now set. Red 80. Now to go.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 42 yards. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. McCown will try again on 2nd down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw, it's McCown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a jet first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From midfield, here's McCown. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is McCown. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now McCown. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Bears defense as they head out to set up shop now. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick six, because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively. So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. McCown incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's McCown. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
180! Blue, blue.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180! Red,
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Sit up! 180! There you go, we got, you see it, you see it?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down, 4 down. Sit up! 180! There you go, we got, you see it, you see it? Put it on! 56.
Now it's Trubisky. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 68 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And that touchdown catch, Charles, it breaks the single-game record for receiving touchdowns.
And what a perfect match. A quarterback who loves to throw it and a receiver who knows how to go out and get them. A brand new record established today, and all these fans who are on that side are going to go home happy.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Jets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw is McCown. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying for his running back, Bilal Powell. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. McCown again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, McCown. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Sit up! 180! Red, top! 300! 58 to Mike, 58!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. Oh, he shifts past him. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Red, top! Alert! 300! 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
On 3rd down, Trubisky gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 82 yards, and the Bears add on. So another catch, more yards, and now enough yards to break the single-game record.
It seemed inevitable the way this game went that the yards record would fall, and we got to see it. We got to witness it, and the crowd is so excited to watch another NFL record fall.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at the 34. McCown. Foul on the catch. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. McCown looking to throw. Incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
McCown now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. McCown going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And he is just one reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so that maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Put your head. Okay, let's get that ball here. Let's get
A give to Howard, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the
How do
football.
you like Madden 19?
Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 78 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. And with that touchdown pass, he has broken the record for the most in a single game. What an incredible day for this guy.
How did we get this lucky to be here to see this performance? Touchdown pass after touchdown pass after touchdown pass. An amazing, incredible day.
Love it.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
We're go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We got 4. That's it. Ready?
Shotgun here for McCown. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing on first is McCown. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Down.
On first down, McCown. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Down.
McCown looks to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's McCown again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's McCown. And this is brought in by Pryor. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go. Watch left. Start right there. Now set. Ready?
McCown now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's McCown to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's McCown. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. The kick by Tavecchio is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now McCown. This will be caught at about the 6. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Tavecchio good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Running with Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We're go, let's go. Hey, alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st and 10, here's McCown. Pryor has it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.